Hello, welcome back. We're picking right up where we were last time at the bonfire. What did I want to put up? I wanted to put a bit into strength so I can start using different weapons. Let's level up strength and dex equally. And actually, wait, while I'm at it, I could probably put a little bit into endurance. Endurance in this game is really, really strong because it gives you more stamina and more crit load, so we'll be able to roll faster. So let's just, what's it at 9? Let's put up to 12 and then put the rest into strength. There we go. Strength doesn't really matter with our bandit's knife, as I said. It's quite, you know, that'll probably only give us like 2 or 3, 4 more damage. Whereas the dex will have given us like, I don't know, because it's B scaling, maybe it'll give us like 12 more damage or something. I'm not sure. But as I said, I want to be able to use more weapons. So if I can get strength up to 27 and dex up to 40, that'll be pretty good. And look, we're under this little rivet here. We're protected from the dragon. You can look off into the woods over there. You can see him over the corner here. If we had a bow, we can actually snipe him and cut off his tail from here. And weapons that you get from tails in this game, which is a really cool mechanic, by the way. Loads of bosses, you can cut off the boss's tail and get like a cool weapon related to it. I really like that. Adds a lot of difficulty to 100%ing it, but I always think it added quite a bit. What I've been trying to do, by the way, is lure this guy over here, but it looks like I can just go into here, that's fine. This little area in here, by the way, this will slaughter new players, and I will show you why in a second. By the way, we can't kill this guy now. I don't know why. We're doing way less damage, and it's the same enemy. Can you... actually, wait. Fuck off. You see how we've got 5 Estus flasks? And... actually, you can see them through here. There's shitloads of rats in there. And if you go in here without knowing, you will get annihilated by poison. They will kill you and they'll drain all your health. But if we lure them out one by one, we can use our map knowledge, rather than just, you know, some random luck stat. We can try not to die to the rats first. They do a fair bit of damage. And they will poison us. We'll probably get poisoned here if we're not careful. No, we got them. That's fine. Let's just wait for a sec for our poison to go down. Certain armor as well affects your poison resistance. So the stuff we've got on now is actually pretty good resistance. 31 isn't too bad. And overall we've got like 100 or something. What's it say? 122. 122 poison's pretty good. If I removed all this armor, that meter would like halve. So that's quite cool. All the armor in this game, instead of just being like a blank stat, like, you know, is heavy, is durable, whatever, it also have resistances to specific things, as well as a weight, and the weight, the heavier you are, you know, the slower you roll. If you're heavy enough, you can't even use your weapons properly because they're so heavy. And it's quite cool. There's a lot, there's so much depth, You can get people who sit at a calculator and work out the best armor to wear, like, to get like 2 more points of, to like 2 more weight on it, just so they can fast roll, just to hit that barrier. Really, really cool. And there might be a little friend at the top here, one of those Black Knights, I can't quite remember. Are you going to be here? Yes. He's got a bug old buster sword, though. Oh, bloody hell, that's his R2. I don't want you to pull that out on me now. But, as you can see, our sword still only does, like, 108 on backstab to them. Despite the fact that we leveled up. It's because we leveled up strength and not dexterity. If we put more into dex, we would have done more on a crit there. Shit. I am... just going to leave you be. Have a good day. By the way, you will have noticed like why I have 5 Estus flasks instead of 10, where I did earlier. By the way, Undead Parish, we can't get through that gate yet. You have to cross the dragon bridge to be able to get to that gate, and I'm not doing that right now. I'm going to try and cut to the next bonfire as soon as I can, just so I can get a save point, because we're about to enter quite a cool area with lots of little knights, and if we get really lucky, we'll get the best sword in the game, I think, or one of the best swords in the game. Unlikely we'll get it, but it feels like every run I want to not get it, I get it. Are we going to actually have to fight this guy? Oh, roll away. That's the strat. There we go. Up the stairs. Heal with our Estus flask and run away. Oh, by the way, if you completely run out of stamina, you'll be fucked. So you really don't want to have that happen. You always want to have at least a tiny bit left over so you can roll away. And I'm going to try and abuse his AI right now to run up the stairs so I can run behind him and escape. There we go. Escape we go. You can fight him in this corridor, by the way. You have a tiny advantage because his sword's on right-handed and he'll hit the wall. But it's not really something I want to worry about. I want to just rush through this section. Just, yeah, look, oh, a terrifying pig. Oh, yeah, hello, goodbye. We're not fighting you today. Oh, yes, loads of stuff on the bridge, right? Where do I go? Bloody hell, I've forgotten. Run through this gate. If we're fast enough, we'll get through it. No, he's going to try and close the gate. He is, look at him, he's going to try and close the gate. By the way, he's one of the few non-respawning enemies in this game. If I kill him, that gate will never do that again. And there's some, I just want to run past all of these things, not die. Not die? I died, okay. The plan here was to rush to the next bonfire. Didn't work out, as you could see, we got immediately rushed and staggered, which was not good. Bloody hell, but at least look, we've got this little shortcut now, so even from this bonfire, we don't have to run through that whole area again, we can just climb up this ladder. And this game's full of little shortcuts like that, so if you really, really want to, you can get to almost any... There's like no... The fast walk that you get later is kind of shit. Or no, we won't call fast walk, like the fast travel is kind of shit. I want him to fly down, actually. Let's try and bait the dragon. Or the drake. I'm going to call him a dragon just for now, just to stop being pretentious about it. He's basically a dragon, let's just say that for now. Even though in the lore, dragons are completely different to drakes, we're just gonna... We want him to fly up, by the way. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bait him to fly into the sky so I can hopefully run behind him and open that gate, and we'll get back to where we were earlier. Actually, I think if I hide in here, he might fly. Oh, just in the corner. I don't know if we can make it if we run. No. Okay, can you... Can you bees be willing, maybe? No? I'll cut to when he does fly, because he'll do it eventually. I'm just going to have to keep trying over and over again. Hello. That was, Okay, it was taking so long, by the way, that I basically alt-tabbed to go and look at my emails. And in that time, he seems to have fallen down. Actually, if we're lucky... No, we're not going to be lucky. We're going to run. That's the opposite of lucky. He's set the bloody bridge on fire. Although if we're lucky, again, be lucky again, please. Oh, we've made it. Undead Parish. Like this bonfire. He'll either fly off or just stay there. If we rest, though, and quickly come back. Hello. Everything's respawned, and he'll have flown off. Somewhere into the distance. There he is. Beautiful scene. Just a big old dragon running away. It is a drake. But it's a dragon. I don't care. Anyway, you see this thing that we couldn't open earlier because we went a different route? Now we can open it. Also on that bridge is a weapon I also want to try out. The Claymore... Is it this one? No, that's not the Claymore, it's the other one. I'm just going to keep... I'm going to try and just run back and re-heal so they can look in the other direction. The Claymore is another weapon in contention for like being the best one in the game. People really, really seem to like the moveset. Don't shoot me, please. Pick this up. Claymore, there we go. We're going to play more with the Claymore, as everyone on r/Dark Souls will tell you. Lots of fun weapon. And we should be able to go pick up our souls quite easily. You see, we're back in this area. There was the little underground section that the rats led us to. I'll never be able to parry that, ever. In my entire life. Are you going to do like a normal sword? You're going to try into a shield bash, are you? Oh. No. Also, by the way, riposting / doing a counter-attack seems to be really dodgy on staircases. There's a problem with this game. This game's not perfect, by the way. It's just really well made, like in terms of design and atmosphere and music. The mechanics are improved in later games. Like Dark Souls 3, riposting seems to work the way it should. In this one, if you're on like a staircase or you're on the slightly wrong frame, it won't work. And also, by the way, the gate's shut! So we're going to have to go the alternate route. We weren't fast enough the first time and we died. Basically, that's what happened. So we're going to have to take the alternate route. By the way, if we'd have just run in there, these hollows would have annihilated us. Oh god, we're about to be annihilated, aren't we? No thank you, not today. Let's just try and get somewhere safe-ish. You're not safe. I want to re-heal, please. Oh, let's go behind this bench will do. I don't like where I am. Oh, slow attack. You knows my one weakness. Oh god, there's so many of them. No. I don't want to die to some hollows, please. Not today. We're going to die, aren't we? As you can see, even weak enemies in this game will pose a threat if you're not careful. Unfortunately. There were so many more than I thought. I was bamboozled. I thought there were like 3 in here. I think we might have like... because we made so much noise, we might have like pulled them in from another area. Oh, by the way, something we'll have noticed is that we're back at 0 souls. Every time you die, you're back at 0, and you leave the other ones at your world place. So we lost our original like 900 souls, and if we want to, we can get those like 500 back just now. By the way, this is a nice little church. This will be a little important later in the game. Maybe not the most important thing ever, but this, by the way, is if I'm correct in thinking, this is actually a reference to Dark Souls 3, put in before they even made Dark Souls 3. One of the secret bosses in the game, of that final game, references this thing right here. and a lot of people thought that that was going to be our friend Solaire. But we'll talk about that later. I'm just being a bit mysterious and confusing for people that haven't played, but you know, some of the people in this game, they aren't too bad. They're just like us, you know, they've just lost their minds. Just kick them a bit. Now they're back in thinking. They're like, oh, don't do that. I was just praying. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to be friends? Oh, he's not. Oh, he's like a drunken man after university, isn't he? He's having a great time. We're going to ignore him. Let's just try and rush back to where we were. Oh, hello. Okay, I just want to ignore all of you. I don't care about my souls. I can get more at any point. I just want to not die. Go away. We need to level up this sword and our dexterity soon, or switch to another one, I think. The bandit's knife really isn't going to cut it right now. It's good for, like, long-term enemies, but against these little ones, I really want to be able to, like, 1 or 2 shot them. Oh, don't. Oh, God, he just nicked me there. But I think we've ignored all of them. They can climb upstairs. They've got hands and legs. But if we run far enough, they'll have forgotten where we are. And we can go through this beautiful white light up on the other side of the bridge. If we want to, we could drop down now and get, like, some, like, skulls, I think, like alluring skulls, and you can use those to fight an enemy. Quite cool placement, by the way. But I don't want to do that, because then I have to rerun around. Instead, I'm just going to come out into the forest. Is this the parish? I think this is the parish, yeah. I want to get back to the bonfire. Next bonfire, please. Thank you. We're not going to go back to the bonfire you might be thinking I'm going to. I'm actually going to go to a young Andre. Just because I want to visit him. I've got some pretty shitty level 1 weapon, and I want to level it up. Stuff in this game, the weapons are tied to both your own stats, and also weapons can just be straight reforged. And the reason that you'll see me not being too worried about losing souls, and it's because those, like, you know, 2,000 to 20,000 souls that you spend on each level, they don't really change your stats too much. They're just little things. You can hear our friend downstairs, he's working hard. Whereas leveling up your weapons, like physically reforging them to be better, is a huge upgrade. So, oh, another late game area through here. This is another little hub of the entire game. From here we can get to the forest, we can get to, over there, a fortress. Made by a man called Sen, or does Sen mean 1,000? No one knows. It's called Sen's Fortress though, and we'll be there later. It's quite a very difficult area. Thank God we don't have to go there now. But we're going to have a little chat with our friend, I believe. Oh, hello there. He's not wearing a top. I think we have to oblige his beliefs. Hello. No, I'm not new. I've been here like 40 times, but hello. Yeah, take a look. You can modify your equipment, which allows you to add stuff like Ascension, which makes it so you can level it up to level 5 and level 10, level 15. Or you can add stuff like fire attacks and lightning attacks and stuff. It's quite cool. Or magic. And then all of those things, like, if, for example, if you have a certain magic type, it will scale with intelligence rather than dexterity. Quite cool. You can do a build if you want to use this weapon, for example, in magic. If you don't want to level up your dexterity, you make it divine. And then you can make a magic build that uses this weapon. Loads and loads and loads of depth. But anyway, we want to see how much it is to level it up. We need Titanite shards and souls. So if we just... Oh yes, we'll be seeing you, sure. Quickly use up all those souls that I've just been ignoring. You'll be seeing me picking up these soul items and just kind of ignoring. That's because I've been intending to use them right now. I think each... I don't know how many levels we'll be able to get onto this dagger. God, this is going to take so long. I'll cut to when it's done. Just because it will take so long. Alright, that should be all of them. Let's have a little chat and see how much stuff we can buy. Purchase item. So this guy's the blacksmith. He's like probably the most important NPC in the game. At least for a long time. Quest of Artoris, we'll need that later to see another friend. But he sells like blacksmithy stuff, so if I want to be able to repair my shit, I need a repair box. A repair box? I need a repair box. But right now if I want to repair it, I'm going to have to talk to him. And to be honest, it doesn't cost much, so I might as well while I'm here, just... get everything sorted out. Yep. Item has durability. In later games, and Dark Souls 3 especially, durability is no problem, but in this game it's a real deal. Certain weapons, like the katanas, have like really low durability, so even if they do loads of damage and they're really helpful, you have to either have a repair box, or we have to come to this guy, which is a long walk. It's a long walk, and I don't have to do that every time. However, he also sells, you know, some basic weapons. Cestus, you can punch people, pretty good. Kite Tower shield, pretty strong shield. I think it's 100% physical reduction, so if I had the shield, I would not take any damage while I've got it up. Whereas the one I've got now is probably like 60 or 80, I can't remember. Anyway, Titanite shard. I want to buy, how many can I buy total anyway? 4. Let's buy 3 for now. Have I bought 3? I think I have bought 3. Okay, let's modify our shit. Not modify, sorry. Reinforce. Balance knife +1, +2, and actually I think we can get +3. If we're lucky. Yeah! So as you can see, the damage on it has just gone up from like 60 to like 72. Oi! Say oi to me. By the way, down here is a nice, big good old demon. I'm not going to fight him. If I wanted to, I could rush through this area and go somewhere where I can farm souls easily, or I can get a certain weapon set if I run through there for a really long time, but I don't want to do that. The game's so open. That area with that demon, if you go through it, it will take you, if you want to, all the way back to Firelink Shrine. This area here will take us back to Firelink Shrine, which is actually what I'm going to do. To end off this video, it's been going on for a while. I'm going to do a little bit of editing to cut out things like those souls and just running back. But we'll go up into this nice little chapel where we will... next episode, I think, we'll be fighting a few friends up there. But we're going to have to head off into the chapel. See if there's anyone, just bypass these guys. Bypass all the Boulder Knights. There's a really good item on that altar there, which we'll get later. Don't want to fight the Boulder Knights right now. I'm just going to head into this little elevator, this little lift. Wonder where it'll take me. We'll have to find out. Oh, by the way, this thing here, those are all the parry windows. You see those sparks? You can use moving objects like this to tell how big the parry window is. So the fact that I can hit 3 times there meant that it was a pretty big parry window. Anyway, as we walk out of that elevator, we're keeping in mind that we've just spent like 50 minutes or something in the Undead Parish and everything. See where it's taken us. Now if this isn't a thing of beauty, I honestly don't know what it is, but like, we've just... We're back at Firelink Shrine. This is like your home in the entire game. Every area in the entire game links back to, funnily enough, Firelink Shrine. Good name for an area, but look, we're right back to where we were at the start. Because we opened up that shortcut, we can now shortcut back to the blacksmith from here. We can go to that church where we're going to fight the boss next. If we want to, we can go in that direction, which will take us, if we went into a certain basement, off into the forest. It is so good. We can visit anywhere we want. Isn't that... This gives you a really good sense of, like, fucking exploration. I love that. Anyway, I think that's enough content for this one. The next one, I believe, we will go off to visit the Bell Gargoyles, see how that takes us, and then head off from there and see what happens. But, that'll be it, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.